Dear students and respected teachers, greetings to all. It's me, Mr. Chetan Bhattrai. As usual, today I'm here to continue the previous topic from class 10, unit 16, confirming and denying. It's a grammar topic. It's tag question. In our previous class, we have already discussed about the basic of tags, haven't we? अघिल्लो कक्षामा कक्षा 10 को युनिट 16 अन्तर्गत पढ्ने ग्रामर पर्सन क्वेशन ट्याग्सका आधारभूत नियमहरू छलफल गरिसकेका छौँ। आज हामी उदाहरण मार्फत अरू नियमहरूको पनि छलफल गर्नेछौँ। सबैजना रेडियो सुन्नुहोस् है। Okay, let's discuss briefly about the previous class. Have you done the homework supplied in the previous class?
Yes, sir, we have done.
How have you done?
Sir, number 1, he was a poor man. Wasn't he? Number 2, Selena drinks coffee. Doesn't she? Number 3, COVID-19 is dangerous. Isn't it? Am I right, sir?
Absolutely right. Now, let's discuss briefly about the previous class. Listen very carefully. Number 1, tag question is asked to confirm something you know already, but not 100% sure. Number 2, tags have two parts, statement and tail questions. Number 3, if the statement is negative, tag question is affirmative, and if the statement is affirmative, the tag question is negative. Number 4, there is use of comma at the end of the statement. Number 5, second part or the question part of the sentence starts with a small letter and ends with question mark. Number 6, auxiliary verb of the statement part is repeated in the tag questions. Similarly, number 7, if there is no auxiliary verb or there is only main verb in the statement part, then do, did and does auxiliary verb is used accordingly. Number 8, there is always use of contracted form of the negative verbs in the part of question tag if the statement part is affirmative. And at last, pronoun of the subject of the first part is used in the question part.
सर, यसको मतलब नम्बर 1, वक्ताले बोलेको कुरालाई 100% निश्चित गर्न ट्याग क्वेसनको प्रयोग गरिन्छ। नम्बर 2, ट्याग क्वेसनमा दुई भाग हुन्छन्, स्टेटमेन्ट पार्ट र क्वेसन पार्ट। नम्बर 3, स्टेटमेन्ट पार्ट नेगेटिभ भए क्वेसन पार्ट एफर्मेटिभ हुन्छ र स्टेटमेन्ट पार्ट एफर्मेटिभ भए क्वेसन पार्ट नेगेटिभ हुन्छ। नम्बर 4, स्टेटमेन्ट पार्टको फर्स्ट लेटर क्यापिटल लेटरबाट सुरु गरी कमामा अन्त्य गर्नुपर्छ, त्यसपछि क्वेसन पार्ट स्मल लेटरबाट सुरु गरेर अन्त्यमा क्वेसन मार्क दिनुपर्छ। नम्बर 5, स्टेटमेन्टको एक्जिलरी भर्ब क्वेसन पार्टमा रिपिट हुन्छ। नम्बर 6, यदि स्टेटमेन्ट पार्टमा मेन भर्ब मात्र छ भने भर्ब 1 भए डु, भर्ब 2 भए डिड र भर्ब 5 भए डजको प्रयोग हुन्छ। नम्बर 7, स्टेटमेन्ट पार्ट एफर्मेटिभ भएको अवस्थामा क्वेसन पार्टमा प्रयोग हुने एक्जुलरी भर्बको कन्ट्र्याक्टेड फर्म प्रयोग गर्नुपर्छ र अन्त्यमा स्टेटमेन्टको सब्जेक्टको प्रोनाउन क्वेसनमा प्रयोग हुन्छ होइन त सर?
Absolutely correct. Let's move to some more examples. So, how you can remember all the rules of tags.
ओके सर.
Okay. Be ready to write on your note copy. Number 1. Somebody goes there. T-H-E-R-E there. Comma. Don't they? Question mark. Number 2. Someone is dancing. Comma. Aren't they? Question mark. Okay. Did you write?
Yes sir, but it's rather difficult for me.
Okay. Let's remove the difficulty. What we can learn from this example is that singular auxiliary verb is, was, has, does change to plural verbs are, were, have, do to form tags if the subject of the statement are somebody, nobody, someone, no one, everybody, neither, none, etc. And next we learn that the pronoun T-H-E-Y, they is used in the question tags. Did you understand?
Yes sir, we clearly understood. सर, यसको मतलब स्टेटमेन्ट पार्टको सब्जेक्ट somebody, nobody, no one, someone, everybody, none, neither भए क्वेसन पार्टमा प्रयोग हुने प्रोनाउन they को प्रयोग गर्नुपर्छ र स्टेटमेन्ट पार्टको एक्जुलरी भर्ब is, was, has, does लाई क्रमशः are, were, have, do मा परिवर्तन गरेर प्लुरल बनाउनुपर्छ। त्यसैले माथिको स्टेटमेन्ट somebody goes there मा somebody भएकोले they र goes verb 5 भएकोले does हुनुपर्नेमा त्यसलाई नै verb 1 मा चेन्ज गर्दा do भएको भनेर don't they भएको हो होइन त सर?
Absolutely. Okay, let's move to the next example. Please write on your note copy. Are you ready?
रेडी सर.
Okay, write down. Sushant, S-U-S-H-A-N-T, Sushant never smokes, S-M-O-K-S, smokes, comma, does he? Question mark. Okay, did you write?
Yes sir, but how is it?
Okay, look at the statement part. Sushant never smokes. Look at there. The statement denotes the negative meaning. There is lexical negation. Do you know lexical negation? Okay, there is lexical negation. The word never, N-E-V-E-R, never denotes the negative meaning. So, the tag question part must be affirmative. What's the rule implied here? Okay, listen very carefully and copy down. Statement containing never, N-E-V-R, never, seldom, none, nothing, nobody, hardly, barely, B-A-R-E-L, barely, scarcely, rarely, R-A-R-E-L-Y, rarely, etc. are treated as negative sentences and requires positive tags.
सर यसको मतलब नेभर, सेल्डम, नोन, नथिङ, नोबडी, हार्डली, बेयरली, स्कार्सली, रेयरली जस्ता शब्दहरूले नेगेटिभ मिनिङ प्रदान गर्ने हुँदा क्वेसन पार्ट एफर्मेटिभ बनाउनुपर्छ। त्यही भएर माथिको स्टेटमेन्ट सुशान्त नेभर स्मोक्समा डजन्ट ही नभएर डज ही को प्रयोग भएको हो, होइन त सर?
Okay, you are right. Let's move to the next example. Copy down first, okay? Number 1. We have some problems, comma, don't we? Question mark. Number 2. She has sweet, S-W-E-T, sweet, daughter, D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R, daughter, comma, doesn't she? Question mark. Number 3. Rabina had to speak politely, comma, didn't she? Okay, did you copy down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my dear students, look at your copy and listen very carefully. Has, have, and had used as main verb in the statement take does, do, and did accordingly. And the same principle is applied with the sentences containing has to, have to, and had to. Did you understand?
सर माथिका सेन्टेन्समा प्रयोग भएको ह्याभ, ह्याज र ह्याड मेन भर्बको रूपमा प्रयोग भएको छ। त्यसैले यस अवस्थामा ह्याभ भए डु, ह्याज भए डज र ह्याड भए डिडको प्रयोग गर्नुपर्छ। त्यसैले वी ह्याभ सम प्रब्लम्स यस स्टेटमेन्टमा ह्याभ मेन भर्ब भएको र स्टेटमेन्ट पनि एफर्मेटिभ भएकोले डुको नेगेटिभ, डन्ट र स्टेटमेन्टको प्रोनाउन वी प्रयोग गरेर डन्ट वी भएको हो र अरू सेन्टेन्समा पनि यस्तै भएको हो, होइन त सर?
Absolutely correct. Let me give you more examples. Please write down on your copy. Number 1. Shut the door. S-H-U-T, shut the door, comma, will you? Question mark. Number 2. Please, P-L-E-A-S-E, please, comma, don't make noise, comma, will you? Question mark. Did you complete?
Yes, sir. But how is it?
Okay, listen. These statements. Shut the door. Please don't make noise. These are imperative statements. Imperatives, which often start with main verb like come, go, have, etc. or don't, or please, or kindly, etc. are meant for more polite requests. Take will you in the text. Imperative statements talk about command, advice, request, etc. Did you get my point?
इम्परेटिभ सेन्टेन्स अथवा भर्ब वानबाट सुरु भएको सेन्टेन्समा ट्याग क्वेसन विल यु हुन्छ। त्यसैले माथिका स्टेटमेन्ट शट द डोर, विल यु, प्लिज डोन्ट मेक नोइज विल यु भएको हो, होइन त सर?
Absolutely correct. Let's learn more about the tags through example. Okay, dear students, be ready for writing.
We are ready, sir.
Okay, number 1, Binisa, B-I-N-I-S-A, Binisa, apostrophe S. Written, W-R-I-T-T-N, written a letter, comma, hasn't she? Question mark. Number 2, H-E, he, apostrophe S. Writing, W-R-I-T-I-N-G, writing a poem now, N-O-W now, comma, isn't he? Question mark. Number 3, H-E, he, apostrophe S. Writing a poem yesterday, comma, wasn't he? Question mark. Okay, did you complete?
Yes, sir. But it is very hard to ask what apostrophe S denotes.
Okay, no problem. Listen very carefully. Apostrophe S plus verb 3 means has. Apostrophe S plus verb 4 means is if the statement denotes the present time. Apostrophe S plus verb 4 means was if the statement denotes the past time. Understood? So, in the above mentioned statement, Binisa has written a letter. Written is verb 3. So, Binisa apostrophe S means Binisa has. Binisa has written a letter. So, its tag question is hasn't she? Similarly, in the next sentence, he is writing a poem now. H-E, he apostrophe S. Writing is verb 4 and N-O-W now indicates the present time. So, he is writing a poem. That means apostrophe S means is in this statement. So, its tag question is, isn't he? Similarly, next question, he apostrophe S writing. That means he was writing a poem yesterday. Yesterday indicates the past. So, in this statement, writing is verb 4. So, he apostrophe S writing is he was writing, because I have already told that yesterday indicates the past time. So, its tag question is wasn't he? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, move to other examples. Please write down on your copy. Number 1, they, T-H-E-Y, they apostrophe R-E, sleeping now, comma, aren't they? Question mark. Number 2, they apostrophe R-E, sleeping yesterday, comma, weren't they? Question mark. Okay, did you complete it?
Yes, completed, sir.
Okay, listen very carefully. If apostrophe RE plus verb denotes the present time, apostrophe RE means ARER, and if apostrophe RE plus verb denotes the past time, RE means where. So, in the above mentioned statement, they apostrophe are is sleeping now. That means they are sleeping now, because now indicates or now so its tag question is weren't they? Did you understand?
Understood, sir. यसको अर्थ एपोस्ट्रोफी एसको पछाडि भर्ब 3 भएमा ह्याज, बफो भएमा र स्टेटमेन्टले प्रेजेन्ट बुझाएमा इज र पास्ट बुझाएमा वाज हुँदो रहेछ र ट्याग क्वेसन त्यही अनुसार प्रयोग हुँदो रहेछ। अनि एपोस्ट्रोफी आरई को अर्थ चाहिँ त्यसपछि बफो भएर प्रेजेन्ट बुझाएमा आर र पास्ट बुझाएमा वेयर हुँदो रहेछ। अनि ट्याग क्वेसन पनि सोही अनुसार बनाउनु पर्दो रहेछ, होइन त सर?
You are right. Okay. Move to other examples. Please write down again. Number 1. He apostrophe D better stop smoking, comma, hadn't he? Question mark. Number 2. He apostrophe D written a poem, comma, hadn't he? Question mark. Number 3. I apostrophe D rather R-A-T-H-E-R rather go there, comma, wouldn't I? Question mark. Number 4. Eat eat apostrophe D B-E-B pleasant to meet her, comma, wouldn't it? Question mark. Number 5. You apostrophe D obey your parents, comma, shouldn't you? Question mark. Okay, did you complete it?
Yes, sir, but it's rather difficult.
So, I am here to remove your difficulty. Okay, listen very carefully. Use of apostrophe D before better, B-E-T-T-R, better, denotes had. Use of apostrophe D before R-A-T-H-E-R, rather, denotes would, W-O-U-L-D, would. Use of apostrophe D before verb 1 denotes would, W-O-U-L-D, would. Use of apostrophe D before verb 3 denotes HAD, had. Use of apostrophe D before verb 1 denotes should, S-H-O-U-L-D, should, if the statement denotes imperative or obligatory meaning. Did you understand?
सर, यसको अर्थ बेटरको अगाडि एपोस्ट्रोफी डी भए ह्याड, रादरको अगाडि एपोस्ट्रोफी डी भए वुड, भब1को अगाडि एपोस्ट्रोफी डी भए पनि वुड, भब3को अगाडि एपोस्ट्रोफी डी भए ह्याड हुँदो रहेछ। तर भब1को अगाडि एपोस्ट्रोफी डी भएर इम्परेटिभ अथवा अब्लिगेटरी मिनिङ दिए सुड हुँदो रहेछ अनि त्यही अनुसार क्वेसन ट्याग बनाउनु पर्दो रहेछ, होइन त सर?
You are absolutely right. Now again, my dear students, be ready for writing other examples. Number 1. These, T-H-E-S-E, these chairs are good, comma, aren't they? Question mark. Number 2. This, T-H-I-S, this is my book, comma, isn't it? Question mark. Okay, my dear students, what's the rule employed here?
सर, दिज अथवा दोज स्टेटमेन्टको सब्जेक्ट भएमा ट्याग क्वेसनमा टिएचइवाई दे प्रोनाउनको प्रयोग हुँदो रहेछ र टिएचआइएस दिज अथवा टिएचएटी द्याट स्टेटमेन्टको सब्जेक्ट छ भने ट्याग क्वेसनमा इट प्रोनाउनको प्रयोग हुँदो रहेछ, होइन त सर?
You are absolutely right. Okay, let's move to other examples. Please write down on your copy. Number 1. Let me do this, comma, will you? Let's, L-E-T apostrophe S, let's have a party tonight, comma, shall we? Let us, L-E-T-U-S, let us go home, comma, will you? Did you complete?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any idea?
No idea, sir.
Okay. Listen very carefully. If the statement begins with let, L-E-T, let, and let us, L-E-T-U-S, let us, the tags become will you, and if the statement begins with let's, L-E-T apostrophe S, let's, the tags become shall we. Understood this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next point. Please write down. Smoking is bad for health, comma, isn't it? Okay, I hope you have written. Okay, look at the example. If buffo is used as noun at the beginning of the statement, in such case, it is used in the question part. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at last, let me give you some exercise for practicing as homework. Okay, write down please. Number 1, nobody likes, L-I-K-S, likes silly acts, S-I-L-L-Y, silly acts, comma, dot, 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 question mark. Number 2, this, T-H-I-S, this implies, I-M-P-L-I-S, implies a possession of knowledge, comma, dot, 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 question mark. Number 3, there is a big pond in front of the school, dot, 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 question mark. Number 4, neither of the girls laugh, N-E-I-T-H-E-R, neither of the girls laughs, comma, dot, 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 question mark. Okay, thank you students. See you soon in the next program. Bye-bye.